Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Star Cub Review. I'm your host, as always, Star Cub. This is my second video of let's dive into some great 70s TV sitcoms that I recommend you all watch. And tonight's one is on Maude. That's right. A sitcom created by Norman Lear and Bud Yorkin and directed by Hal Cooper, starring Beatrice Arthur, Bill Macy, Adrienne Barbeau, Conrad Bain, Rue McClanahan, Esther Roll, Hermione Baddeley, J. Pat O'Malley, and Marlene Warfield. And as I said, it's an American sitcom series that originally broadcast on the CBS network from September 12, 1972 until April 22nd, 1978. And it was the first spin-off of All in the Family, in which B. Arthur made two appearances as Maude Finlay, Edith Bunker's favourite cousin. Like All in the Family, Maude was a sitcom with typical storylines created by producers Norman Lear and Bud Yorkin. But honestly, what else can I say about Maude other than the fact that I was introduced to Maude by my husband yet again? And it's a show that literally just made me feel so happy that I finally watching such an amazing sitcom series. Was so well written. The comedy is so on point. All the cast are just absolutely magnetic. They work so well together, especially Adrienne Barbeau, who plays Beatrice Arthur's on-screen daughter in this series. And her husband, Walter, is absolutely hilarious. They all they're amazing cast, especially Esther Roll as Florida. Florida is absolutely amazing. For the 2 seasons that she was in for Maude, she had a resounding effect on me. Her comedy was slick and funny and just hilarious. Some of the storylines that Maude tackled were very controversial for the time. Homosexuality, bullying, depression, unwanted pregnancy, abortion, which is a big one. It tackled some real tough subjects, especially political-wise, especially for the 70s, very political. But B. Arthur stars as Maude, who is an outspoken, middle-aged, politically liberal woman, lives with her husband, Walter Finlay, Bill Macy, in suburban Tuckahoe, New York. And Walter is her 4th husband, and he is a household appliance store owner. And her daughter, Maude's daughter, lives with her, and Maude's grandson also lives with her. And the antics that this show just produced over the years is amazing. It's really funny. It ran for 6 seasons, and honestly, I can say without a doubt some of the most toughest storylines to come out of Maude is definitely the one on abortion. Depression was a big one. Drugs is another one. Infidelity, cheating, one-night stands sort of thing. They tackled all of those, but another big one that I think really hit a chord with me, because I didn't grow up in the 70s, obviously. I wasn't even born then, but you could see the political... You could just see the political side of some of their arguments in this show, which made it funny, but also was kind of like, oh, it does hit a note, and it's very interesting for the time because it was controversial. But another big storyline to come out of it is the fact that they really tackled homosexuality and the fact that Maude has gay friends, and it just tackled it in such a way where I think was controversial for the time, but also over time it's become something that I think everyone needs to watch. Maude does tackle a lot of serious storylines: alcoholism, cheating, denial. It tackled a lot of subjects, but ultimately, everyone worked just like that. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, and Adrienne Barbeau, as I said, plays her daughter, on-screen daughter, as Carol Trainer. And it just... Dr. Arthur Harmon, who is one of their friends as well, Beatrice Arthur, who's a longtime friend of Maude's. It's just... They all worked so well together, and especially Dr. Arthur Harmon, a lot of his storylines was focused on the homosexuality side of it, because he doesn't like gays. So it was tough for the time. It wasn't tough for me to watch. It was kind of like, wow, they really tackled it and really drummed in that there are a lot of people back in the 70s, and especially the 70s, that just hated homosexuals, and it really hones in on the fact that Maude was just disgusted with Dr. Arthur Harmon's behavior on it, and I really recommend it to everyone. Everything that happens in Maude. We're currently on season 4, so I got to revisit season 4 and finish it and get through the seasons. But it is a fantastic series, and I highly recommend it to anyone that loves 70s sitcoms. This one is definitely a big hitter. It's funny, it's heartwarming, heartbreaking, but ultimately they all made it work, an enduring legacy for all.